Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, and today I am here with another yarn haul. This one was when we were on our way to Florida. We stopped in Nashville for a couple of days, and of course we had to find a local yarn shop there. And so we stopped at Y.O.H Company, which is in Kingston Springs, Tennessee. So if you're in that area or in Nashville and want to go visit it, it's not that far. I don't know if this is focusing, but I'm going to give it a second to hopefully have it. If not, I don't know what's going on with this camera. It doesn't want to focus on anything that is up close to it anyway. So that being said, Glenna is amazing. We had a lot of fun. It just feels like you're at home when you walk into this yarn shop. So much going on everywhere. It was incredible. Miley says hi to her peeps, by the way. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the different clips that we got while we were in there. So I hope you enjoy your time in there. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you would like to, I would greatly appreciate it. Just hit the subscribe button down below and make sure to hit the notification bell next to that and hit it to all so you're notified anytime I upload a video or go live. And also I would appreciate it if you'd like, comment, and share this video. That would be awesome and very much appreciated. It is for all of us YouTube content creators. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy your time there, and to say Mr. Boyfriend struck again is putting it lightly. This is, it's a little crinkled, but this is the bag that we have filled with yarn. But yeah, it's crinkled because it was kind of packed and then on its way to Florida and then on its way back, everything else. So anyway, I will see you guys in a second. Bye. Oh, this is a different Natash label. I've never seen that. Okay, well, this is single. Oh, this is a single ply. There's no twist to the yarn. Like there's no like this has at least two strands. I mean, it could be even 4-ply. It doesn't say. But oh, I'm in heaven. We are at Y.O.H Company in Nashville. No, is she in Nashville? No, Kingston Springs, Tennessee. Oops. And OMG, she's got stuff everywhere. I'm like, and Mr. Boyfriend is the one who's doing the recording. But like seriously, every stuff everywhere, and I'm like lost. But I found Michelle. She carries Michelle with Ditastic, who I'm hoping to meet with us when we go through there. Well, actually, you guys will have seen this. We will have been back already by the time you see this. But, and I have to say, I'm very proud of Mr. Boyfriend. We were looking at a thing of yarn, and he goes, "Oh, that has mohair in it." And it did. Oh, that's some junk yarn. Round mountain fibers. Some strawberry deck, and got it in the speckled record. Watermelon. Watermelon. Look at it. No, my chin. I don't know. She had a home dyeing kit. That's so cool. Okay.
I want to go to the 95201.
Okay, so we are still at Y.O.H Company, and this yarn right here by Round Mountain Fibers is called Glenna's Barn, because Glenna is the owner of Y.O.H Company, and she had a barn, which there's a painting up here, but she had a barn that blew down and she asked, what was this lady's name?
Monica.
Monica, to dye her some yarn off of that painting. And yeah, look at it. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's totally not typically my colors, but this is incredible. Plus, we love the story behind it. So yeah, this is amazing. Okay.
Right.
Oh, hi. Well, we forgot to actually record on the way in because we hadn't asked if we could, but now we're leaving, and this is You and Company in, I'll have to tell you, I said it in the shop, but it's in Tennessee, outside of Nashville, and wow. I mean, Glenna is amazing. That's the shop owner, and okay, thank you. Kingston Springs, Tennessee. Kingston Springs, Tennessee, and her shop is absolutely amazing, and she's awesome. You definitely have to stop by if you're coming through here, and it's like 20 minutes outside of Nashville, and incredible. And I'm gonna have another yarn haul. Yeah, this is just so quaint. Look at these baskets. I mean, it's incredible. Who is this? African market baskets. So awesome. And I guess you could reshape them. Interesting. Oh, it's chilly. I gotta put my jacket on. Hey, we weren't in this section. This is somebody else's, I think. Alright, well, you'll see the rest of the video. This will be in the beginning, even though it's the end. But, bye everybody. Okay, so I'm back, and here's hoping I can get everything recorded before 1, my camera shuts down again, and or 2, my battery dies. Anyway, so again, Mr. Boyfriend, we walked in and we saw a bunch of stuff, and of course we saw Michelle's yarn, Dietastic, and I was so excited because I was like, oh my gosh, you have my friend's yarn. And unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to meet up with her, but as you guys saw, I did meet up with Becky and Natalie, so I'm so excited about that. That was incredible. We had so much fun at dinner. But I turned around, and after we saw Michelle's yarn, I was like, oh, well, we got to get that. And he's like, of course. There was I think there were 2 other yarns that I was like, oh my goodness, I have to have this. And then I turn around and there's a pile of yarn again. It's like, okay, Mr. Boyfriend is at it again, but we have to rein him in here. But anyway, no, he just he gets inspired by the colors, and he knows that I can make something out of it. And so it's kind of a collective thing. We work very well together, and I'm so beyond grateful for him. He is just he's an incredible man, and not because he buys me yarn, he is a man unlike any other. Okay, I'm sure there are other men out there that have his qualities and stuff, but he is such a good man, and I just appreciate him on every level. But, okay, sappiness done. So, all right, where do I want to start? This bag is torn, so I don't know if I just want to tear it all the way and then get going, because I don't want you guys to see what I'm pulling out. But I'll start with this one. This one he had seen, I think this was one of the first ones in the beginning that he saw, and he saw the color and he was like, wow. And then I saw the color and I was like, wow, because it's not super easy to get a true on yellow without a ton of bleeding, which, I mean, of course there's going to be some if you're using other colors. But this is just incredible because it's so vibrant. But it's by Kim Dye's Yarn, and it is a local yarn shop club yarn from May 2023, and the colorway is Marigold. It's her sourdough sock fiber base. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It's 100 grams, 400 yards. And it's amazing. Let me bring them all over here so you can see them all. But look at this. Look at the yellow, the red, the orange. I mean, is it not incredible? And look how vibrant that yellow is. And I mean, it's a little blown out. It's like, okay, here it's a little bit more true on to the yellow. But I mean, amazingness. And he got 5 because that's what they had. If they had more, I'm afraid that to say that he probably would have picked them up. But he's like, okay, 5, you can make something definitely, you know, big enough, or you'd have enough yarn to be able to do whatever it is you need to do with it. So then, this was one of the ones that I had asked for, and then here's Michelle's, and then, okay, those all have, okay. So let me show you Michelle's first. So Dietastic Yarns, she does amazing work, and I have like a full cubby, almost a full cubby of just her yarns from her yarn clubs that she had. Now, Michelle took a break, I think it was beginning of 2021, maybe end, I'm not sure, but she hasn't come back to dyeing yarn yet, and I'm not exactly sure if she's going to or not. And honestly, Glenna is disappointed because she actually had gotten a yarn. I don't know how she came to have it, but I saw that she was making something, and it was the start of a shawl, and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. She goes, that is what got me hooked on Dietastic's yarn. That's what made me call her and place an order. She's like, I would love to get more of her yarn. If you hear from her, please let me know so I can contact her. I was like, okay, if I do, I'll let you know. But this one is on her merino sock base. It's 100% superwash merino, 100 grams, 428 yards, and the colorway is Frida. But look at this. I mean, this isn't typically the yarn colors that or the colorways I would go towards, but I love the blue, and I'm getting more into reds, especially reds and blacks, which is weird in yarn. But I loved it. And when we saw it, it was like, okay, and we would have gotten more, but there was only one in this colorway. I think she had another one of Michelle's, but that was the one that I really liked a lot. And so this one was the one that I actually asked for, and I was like, this is one I have to get, or that I was like really intrigued by. It's Fairy Tale Yarn Company, and I've heard of them. I've never gotten anything from them, and I've never worked with them, but between the color and the fact that it had sparkle, and not only sparkle, but my favorite sparkle, Stellina, I had to get it. And for those of you that may be new, the reason why I like Stellina as sparkle is because 1, it's very like wispy sparkly, and 2, it doesn't take away from the softness of whatever fiber you're working with. So as you guys know, I am obsessed with soft yarn. I want to work with soft yarn. And with Stellina, somebody can give you a non-Stellina sparkle yarn and the exact same base, but with Stellina in the other hand, I'm sorry, hand, not arm. And 9 times out of 10, you won't be able to pick which one has the sparkle because it's not scratchy. It's not obviously, you know, with some sort of metallic in it. And I'm not saying that other sparkle fibers that are used are definitely scratchy or that there's a problem with them. There absolutely isn't. And some of them can make it even more sparkly because it's a thicker fiber, it's a whatever. There's no problem with them, and I would totally use them. But if I had a preference, I would prefer going with Stellina. And this one, even though there's 10% Stellina, which is a decent amount, it's it's not as sparkly as I would expect it to be, but it's amazing. So this is called, it's the Mermaid's Hair Fingering Fiber Base. It's 45% alpaca, 45% superwash merino, and 10% Stellina. And the colorway, there's 500 yards to 100 grams. And the colorway is Werewolf. I mean, really, how could I not? But look, it is blue, and look at all the different, and you can, oops, is this my hair? Is this, no, that's it's from an alpaca, or, yeah. But anyway, you can look at all those different colors, and I really don't know that you're going to be able to pick up on the sparkle. It's definitely in there, but it's very, very subtle. But it's there, I promise you. I'm seeing it. I don't know if you did. Normally you can see the sparkle when I show it, but anyway, so that's that. Then we saw this yarn, and it was incredible. We saw it in a basket, and I can't remember if it was in the clip or not, but both Mr. Boyfriend and I were like, what? I've never seen beads actually worked into the fiber. I've added beads to my project, you know, that type of thing, but actually already worked into the fiber, and they like move. So you can tell that it was all hand done. It wasn't done by a machine or anything, which it was hand done because Glenna knows the person that makes them. But they were 50% off. It's something that I guess there wasn't a lot of, not interest, but a lot of, it's a more expensive yarn. So anyway, this is Art Yarns. It says Elevate Your Art, Beaded Silk Light. It's 100% silk with Murano glass beads. Incredible. It's 50 grams with 160 yards, and the colorway is gold is what it says, but it's not gold. It's H19. But look, it's brown, and I don't normally work with a lot of browns. It's brown and black. But look at those beads, the Murano glass that's in them that are just beaded into the strand of yarn. So the strand, it's incredible. I mean, it's totally like, wow. And it's beaded into, I don't know if the camera's gonna, no, it's not gonna focus. It's like multiple strands of yarn or fiber that are in one strand, and it's in one of the little tiniest of threads. Incredible. Anyway, so there's 2 of those. Not quite sure, maybe a shawlette. I don't know yet, but we'll play it by ear. Then I think my battery's gonna die, so I'm probably gonna have to stop and charge it. I don't have an additional battery for this, but anyway, this one is by Round Mountain Fibers, and it's inspired by nature. It's hand dyed in Vermont, and she has different collections. This one is her aquatic collection, and then she had like an animal collection, and she had a couple other collections. And what caught our attention was the squid on here, and we were both like, what? We got to get it, just because of that. And there were only 2, otherwise we would have gotten more. But it's her alder fingering. Honestly, to me, this looks like a thin sport weight, but it's 20% nylon, 80% superwash merino. It's 100 grams skein or hank with 380 yards each. And oh, it's sourced in Australia, New Zealand, spun in Canada, hand dyed in Vermont. Using greener shades dye, certified for organic processing and free of heavy metals. Oh, cool. I didn't actually see that before. But anyway, so there's 2 of these, and the colorway is Shore Crab Green. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I just love the vibrancy of, well, all of it. I just love the way it was worked up. But look, that's what caught our attention. But this is awesome. That and the colorway name was incredible. But anyway, this is again by Round Mountain Fibers, and I just love it. Oh, I love it. I mean, the screen is so tiny. Normally on my phone I was able to like see a bigger picture of it, but this is just incredible. I mean, I have it in my hands right in front of my face, but still incredible. Okay, now last but not least, as far as the fiber is concerned, the reason why we ended up getting this was the story behind it. And I mentioned in my last video that we are very much into, 1, supporting small business, and 2, really, when we know there's a story behind it and you know, it just brings it closer to you, you know. And this one is also from Round Mountain Fibers, and she knows the dyer, and it was in different fiber sizes. Like this one is all fingering weight, which when Mr. Boyfriend was so excited grabbing them off the top of the thing, he grabbed a worsted weight also, and I was like, no, we have to stick with fingering. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, let me grab it. But in the video we showed you the picture that was done from the barn that Glenna had that was destroyed. And you know, after she lost her husband, you know, she just had different things that were really, I mean, she had things that were important before that, but that kind of was all part of it. And when it came down, or when it was destroyed, she had some things made out of the wood, and she had, you know, different things made inspired by this barn. And one of the things she was like, you know what, it would be amazing if you can dye me some yarn after this picture, using this picture as inspiration. And so she did. And I guess she used to be known as Drunk Yarn also, but now it's Round Mountain Fibers. This one is called Glenna's Barn, and we have 5 of them, but let me show you the one. So this is, again, I'm not really into browns as a general rule, but this is just so beautiful, and the story behind it is amazing. And so it was like, okay, we're grabbing it. So Mr. Boyfriend's like, sold. And she's like, really? So we got 5 of these. So definitely something. And again, her fingering weight really seems thicker to me. To me, this is definitely like a thinner sport weight, but hey, I'll take it. I mean, the yardage is, oh, I didn't tell you the yardage, but it should be the same as her other one. Yeah, 380 yards. It is less yardage than a typical 100-gram fingering weight hank is, but I'll take it. 5 of these, and it's just so awesome. I just love the story behind it. And yeah. All right, so that's all for the yarns. Then Glenna was like, I feel like I should give you something. And I was like, well, no, you don't have to give us anything. And then she jokingly said, well, now I get to go home for the day because of the sale that she had. But so I'm like, you don't have to give us anything. So we're checking out, we're at the counter, and I didn't do this because I wanted her to give me one. I was intrigued by it because it was sitting on the counter. And so I said, oh, Mr. Boyfriend, smell this. I'm like, oh, look, it says smells like I need to buy more yarn. He just looked at me and I was like, no, that's what it says on it. And it says also blood orange. So it smells like I need to buy more yarn, also blood orange. So it's a candle. And so I handed it to him. I'm like, here, sniff. And oh, it smells so good. And then there was a bigger one, but it was like sage and something else, and those aren't my scents. So this is the candle. So she's like, okay, you can go ahead and take that. And I was like, are you sure? And I'm like, seriously, you don't have to give us anything. And she's like, yeah. So these candles, if you are there, retail for $19.95, just FYI. So then, okay, so I'm back. And the camera keeps shutting off for some reason, and I'm not sure why. But it fully died. I have it charging while I'm recording, so fingers crossed it lets me actually record even though it, you know, like had 0 juice. But we'll see. I only had one more thing left for this video, so it shouldn't be a problem, right? Unless, of course, I start chit-chatting with you guys. But I don't know why I didn't think about the fact that I should have just had it plugged in while I was recording. But, you know, Mr. Boyfriend to the rescue. Anyway, so we were getting ready to go back out on the road heading to Florida because this was like our last stop while we were in Tennessee. And well, as far as our stop in Nashville. And so, you know, Mr. Boyfriend goes to use the restroom and I'm waiting. And so I had seen needles on the table behind some of the Kim Dyes yarn. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to get into needles. I have so many that I got, even though I haven't started knitting yet again, which I will be here soon, hopefully, fingers crossed. But then I noticed that there were some hooks, and I was like, what? And they're in this box, and I looked at the packaging, and I was like, I don't know that I've ever heard of this brand. And I believe she said it was bought out by another brand, so this brand no longer exists under this name. But I was like, oh my gosh. So I went to look to see if they had, I was hoping a 4.5 millimeter, because that's my typical hook that I use when I'm using fingering weight, unless a project specifically recommends a larger size. And no 4.5 and no 4 millimeter. And there was a 6 millimeter, a 6.5, and then I think a few larger ones. And so I was like, Miley, stop. Otherwise I'm locking you out of here. And so I was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And then I was like, well, I don't know. And so, oh, I'm sorry. There was a 5 millimeter. So I was like, okay, well, you know, when I have a tighter stitch, a 5 millimeter is not a problem. And I noticed that I'm back to doing my tighter stitches. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know. Should I get it? Should I not get it? And so she was very gracious to gift this to me. And I was very grateful for that because she didn't need to do that. that. And so thank you, Glenna, if you do watch this video, so much for everything. You are amazing, and we've told so many people about your shop and you and how amazing you were. So thank you so, so much from both of us for just everything. I mean, your hospitality, it is your home. I mean, you live there more than you do at home almost. Anyway, so this is by Lantern Moon Handcrafted. It's ebony, and it is a crochet hook and a 5mm hook. But the amazing thing is, and she said this, and it's so true, she's like, it's like when you're crocheting with it, it's like you're crocheting with butter. And seriously, the smoothness of the hook is unbelievable. I don't know that I've ever felt a wooden hook that was so smooth. And the hook itself isn't catchy, it's not scratchy, it's not anything. I really feel like, and it is an inline hook. I don't know if the camera's gonna actually, hold on, let me make sure it's in view. I don't know if the camera's actually gonna focus in on it or not, but it is amazing, and it does show on here, it's Lantern Moon, it's an H hook, 5mm. So anyway, I'm really excited about using it. The only thing is that the projects I'm doing right now, I'm not using a 5mm. So otherwise I would have switched it. Although I don't typically like to switch my hooks in the middle of a project, because the hook itself can sometimes affect your, your tension. And I don't want, I'm already dealing with trying to loosen it and, whatever while I'm crocheting. I don't necessarily want to add another thing into the mix. So anyway, this was an amazing experience. I'm so happy that we decided to take this, because it was actually like 20 minutes west of where we were needing to be. And I'm so grateful that we made the decision to go there, because it was just such an amazing experience and so homey and so whatever. I will say that if you do go there, it's like it's in a very quaint little neighborhood, and there isn't necessarily like a big sign that shows it, but if you're using GPS and it says you're there, you're there. Let's just put it that way. So awesome experience. I hope you guys enjoyed not only my portion of the video with me talking, but that you also enjoyed the video clips of the shop itself. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and doing all the other things. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the continued support, and for anybody that's new, and if you're still here, thank you so much. So remember, be positive, and also remember, for every season, there's a reason to crochet. And love, hugs, and prayers to everybody. Extra prayers for those who need it. If you need extra prayers but don't want to share publicly, email me at natalies.closet@yahoo.com. The link is in the description box below. And we will add you to our private prayer list. If you don't mind me sharing it publicly but anonymously, let me know that, and I will do that as well. Any links that I have are always in the description box below, like my Facebook group link is down there, my email is down there, anything else I may have is down there. Also Amazon affiliate links. I do have several different links and a couple of coupon codes. I actually need to check them all to see if they're all valid. I know many of them are, but there may be a couple that aren't. So if they don't work, I apologize, but please let me know if you happen to try it. All of my Amazon affiliate links work, just in case. If you're still here, you guys are probably OGs, but if you don't know how Amazon affiliate links work, if you click on any creator, anybody that says they have an Amazon affiliate link, and we all appreciate the support, if you click on the link, like I have a Clover hook set down below. If you click on that, you don't have to purchase that for me to get credit for your purchase. When you click on it and the Amazon website opens, anything you purchase within 24 hours of opening that link, I would get credit for. Whether it's crochet related, knit related, you buy a mattress, you buy a TV, you buy DVDs, you buy a gaming system, you buy dishes, you buy whatever the case is. Anything you purchase within 24 hours of opening that link, I will get a small percentage of. So thank you. It doesn't cost you any extra. You can try to do it through my link and then try to do it regular. It's the same price, I promise you. But I do appreciate any support, so thank you for that. So have a great day. I know I added extra than I normally do, but thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will be having one more yarn haul here coming up in a little while. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Miley says bye to her peeps. My mom says hello to everybody. And Mr. Boyfriend also said to say hello. He's at work. So have a great day. I love you guys. Bye.